Let's talk about how prohibition of drugs spreads unregulated drugs, how the government charges you to protect drug cartels, and spreads unregulated drugs to people who otherwise wouldn't use particular substances. This is Jared. Jared, the dope man. He uses a particular drug and sells to his friends to break even with his habit. He likes to hang out in the Mission District. It works out well for him because he doesn't have to pay for his drug use. Jared's friends like his stuff. It's really good stuff. So they tell their friends, and Jared makes a few extra bucks by selling to them. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising, far superior to any billboard or TV commercial.
This is bad news for Jared under prohibition of drugs. That means the cops are going to be looking for Jared. They will harass, interrogate, and crack drug users' skulls to get information about Jared. While in custody, one of Jared's friends gives in to the torture and reveals information. Now Jared has to move, but Jared understands and isn't angry. He just wants his friends to be safe. Jared is a decent guy, so he gives them the information to buy the drugs directly online. Jared must now start fresh. He moves to Oakland. He still doesn't want to pay for his drug use, so he finds new people to sell to. He never pressures anyone. They just see how happy Jared is and decide they want to try the stuff he is using. Back in Mission District, Jared's friend overdoses. What had happened is that one of the shipments of drugs was seized. This caused his friend to go into withdrawals. So they ran into someone at a bar and bought drugs. The problem is, these drugs were adulterated and had different purity levels. They were not expecting such a high dose. Luckily, Dr. Gupta spent millions of dollars to give people Narcan instead of letting people buy regulated drugs from pharmacies with an ID. His friend is revived. Later it would be discovered that the drugs originated from the executive director for a Northern California police union. The drugs became adulterated by cross-contamination. If this sounds ridiculous to you, as it should, I want you to go to this website and tell your governor to repeal the Controlled Substances Act. There is nothing controlled about it. I really want you to demand satisfaction. Spending tens of billions of dollars to make drug use dangerous is terrible drug policy. Tell them you want all drugs sold how alcohol is sold, with a simple government ID at pharmacies.